Mic check, hey.
I actually already had it, so please be kind of nice.
Oh.
It's See Something, Say Something. Candrace and Cindy are two therapists aiming to demystify therapy and pull the curtain on the people who are conducting your session.
Surprise, surprise. Therapists are people too, listening as we giggle, chat about culture, navigating life experiences, discussing the things we like, and mental health.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. How you do? Yeah. We're back.
Hello. See Something, Say Something. Checking in.
Yeah.
Happy spring.
Literally. Happy spring. It's feeling it. We got our fun pants on.
No, Candrace's pants are so fun today. It's giving
Hampton
fashion. And I'm loving the little seashell.
Cape
And it says like
Cod.
South Beach and there's a crab for her cancer ass.
Yeah.
I like
that.
I love a
I
detail.
didn't even think.
Yeah, I saw that crap on your thigh.
In
And that's
her
all I could think
shell,
about.
out her shell, changing with the seasons. Yeah.
Evolving, blooming, and all the things. Although, based on our upload schedule, I'm not sure exactly when you guys see this. It might be spring, summer. But
Might be
at least
2026.
I hope not. But either way, we are feeling good. I mean, I'm feeling refreshed. I ain't gonna hold ya.
Yeah.
But I think also just like springtime. I don't know. It's nice. It feels good outside. We didn't have to wear jackets to come here today. We really just got to
Put on a fit and go.
go. So
Woo!
it's a nice little Sunday, guys. Hope you guys are well.
Mhm.
So I guess to check in,
Yeah.
friend, so
Wait.
much. We already kind of started. Oh.
Sensory. Oh, yeah.
So our friends at Sensory just opened up a new Black-owned business, and so I'm loving this alcohol-free sparkling beverages.
Hello.
This one's called Connect.
I can't.
Oh, I got you.
Thank you.
I'm strong for my
You
strong
have
girl.
nails. Mine are. Oh. Alrighty.
Yes. Shout out to Ashlyn. She teaches at Jungle Studios.
Oh.
That's how I met her. And
Okay.
so it's very cool, like just the connection in the community. Honestly, this came with, I bought 6 of them.
It gives Jolly Rancher.
I've already drank 3. And they say, like, if you have more than one,
rich.
it can, like, I don't know, just transform your mood and things. And I feel it. I was, like, very much so into it. So, yeah, I'm loving
It
the
tastes
community.
like a Jolly Rancher.
I'm loving
Not
the community
the
y'all are
sweet,
building.
but the flavor. And I wonder if that's the cucumber. I enjoy. I do. I really enjoy.
Made for the feel-good seekers. So thank you, Sensory. We're really excited.
Dang.
Black-owned, women-owned business, okay? So I'm here for it. You know, I love that. Raspberry, cucumber, adaptogen-rich, naturally derived. Oh, and it has lion's mane, which promotes clarity. Canna, which opens the heart. And then Blue Lotus, which helps to create euphoria.
Blue Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
Lotus flower bomb. Oh my gosh, I was just talking to my therapist about adaptogens, and she was like, you have a lot of adaptogens, but you need another gen. And I usually type my notes in my phone, but I have wrote them on a notepad, so now I don't know.
I wonder what that gin is that she's talking about.
Yeah, she was saying you need to use like different things.
To kind of like balance out, huh?
Dang, I'm so upset because that was a perfect tie-in. Because, baby.
Let's Google.
Yeah. Girl, I don't remember. And she listed them too, but do I remember? No. Sorry. Really think, Candrace. Think. Can you see the page in your head? Adaptogens. Nope.
I know. I'm like,
Because I can't really picture things in my head. I'm one of those people.
I wonder. We're gonna have to come back to that, but I do think it's interesting. I don't know, but I'm pretty into it. I have been taking lion's mane for a while now.
Yeah, I
And I
remember.
do think it's been really helpful. So the fact that it's in the sensory drink, Sensory, I'm pretty into that.
Anything with lion's mane. I have a whole blend that I put in my smoothies and my everything. It's so important. I also want to go to that mushroom place in Deep Ellum.
We should go. Oh my God, we should go.
Because I do love a lion's mane steak.
We should go. But yeah, girls, I'm really loving this. And y'all are doing really great on your social media. Keep killing it. And yeah,
doing what you do.
A little shout out for Black-owned business in Dallas. I'm loving it. More to come.
More to come. I love it.
Perfect. I'm into it. But yeah, I guess I don't know. What have you been doing lately? What's been going on? What's
Girl, the career is careering, and it's taking me to a whole new realm. Dreams come true. They really do. I was a speaker at South by Southwest.
Woohoo!
And it was everything. I was on the panel, and we were kind of talking about gun safety, but also mental health and how it affects.
I did not realize y'all talked about gun safety at all.
Well, so the organization that was hosting it with South by Southwest is called Artists for Action, and they are artists and people in the industry that are talking about gun issues, and they paired with Sandy Hook Promise, and so the co-founder was on the panel. There was a bunch of people on the panel. I was on a panel with Allie and AJ, which is childhood.
This is
everything in me not to go. True fan.
Oh my gosh.
And it was perfect. The pictures were perfect. It's on the portfolio, baby.
Yeah, you're in it, honey.
Girl, shining bright like a diamond.
You look beautiful in the blue.
Thank you. And now it's festival season, so all of May I'll be in Nashville for Mindful May, CMA Fest,
so exciting.
All these things.
Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah, that's exactly why. And then doing a lot of trainings with different universities, Harvard, things like that.
Shut up. Oh my God. You get to do the training with Harvard. Mm-hmm. That's insane.
Yeah.
That portfolio is busted, baby.
We have a list of different universities and things like that. I can't think of the other places.
I'm so excited for you.
It's, working with record labels. So, a move is coming. I think I'm just have to buckle down and go to California.
You think so?
Yeah, the door. Yeah.
OMG. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the thing is, Candace has not told me, and honestly, this is very good because I get to have a genuine reaction.
At least tell my therapist so I said I'm going to spend a year. I'm going to move, get a 2-bedroom, and spend a year with my parents so that they can come and spend the night and I won't have any guilt.
Wait, spend the year in Dallas.
Okay. So I'm going to move from my apartment because my car got broken into. That's another game. Trashed. Anyways.
It really was trashed. And I'm like,
that was really what I was upset about. I'm like,
why did y'all scatter her stuff on the floor like that?
And they broke my CDs. I'm not a righteous person, y'all. I've told you guys before, but right and wrong? Why? For a couple of cents, an umbrella, my grocery cart, and my iPad that had my future kids' names on it.
Stop.
Old iPod. My parents were like, we can buy you a new one. I was like, I don't even think they make them anymore.
Yeah, not like that. It was vintage. Everything was vintage.
Y'all really had to dig deep. I don't keep valuables in my car. It's just clutter. But y'all didn't take no therapy workbook.
They sure didn't because they wasn't trying to.
Because where's the reflection?
We're trying to reflect on that thing. I'm sorry, though. That was, the weirdest.
And now I have anxiety because it's I can't even be safe in my own home.
Yeah, it's very scary, though. And Deep Ellum is rough, child. I mean, we've been living there now for, a while. But I think just to feel, violated.
It is violated.
Yeah.
And then they left a rock. So I'm assuming that was the rock that they were going to use to bust open my windows if they couldn't get in. They left it in my car. I don't know. I told my apartment complex they're calling their third party to get the footages.
Okay, that's good.
And I filed a police report online, but I mean, really, what's going to happen? Because I've done a police report before and nothing happened.
Lots of police reports, I'm sure, have been done and nothing has happened.
Yeah, it's really just additional paperwork. And I don't think they're going to find anything. It's just I want to see who did it and things like that. I'd be gooped and gagged aplenty if it was a resident. I doubt it. That'd be really ballsy. But Yeah, it's so funny because like probably like a couple weeks ago, I was telling my sister like it's a blessing that it hasn't happened to us that our car got.
Oh my God!
And then boop, boop.
And then this happened.
And I knew when I came out, I could see my face masks that are usually in my glove compartment on the ground. I said, "Oh my gosh, somebody's been in like ah!" And then when I trashed, but the good thing is. They didn't have to bust no window because they could get in my car. And I always lock my car, so I don't know what happened. I don't know. I have to see the footages. I don't know.
Isn't that hoe picking that lock? Jimmy
and
Cricket.
then I got to clean out my car.
The thing I like about Kendra is that she's always able to see like
a positive,
a blessing, and you also didn't like let it make you down. You know, I was kind of, I was like, oh my God, like although the anxiety piece, like that's also
I did
like
boost up in the middle of the night and check my car. And I brought a weapon too, just in case I caught anybody in action.
Excuse me.
I brought a little
Law and Order
stick, a little beating stick that I've had since I took self-defense in Girl Scouts when I was in middle school or high school.
Yeah,
and I came out and I had my phone filming too, just in case I caught him in the action. It was a little doo-doo.
Oh my God.
No one was out there.
Yeah.
It was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Scaring the hell out of me. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I mean, I think overall.
I'm fine.
And also.
I was just frustrated about the mess because I'm like, guys.
Yeah, that's a lot.
At least be clean about it.
But then it's also like something that just like reaffirms like where you're at, where you want to go, the mood.
Yeah, confirmation.
And just kind of like, yeah, you're done.
Because I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll stay another. And the Lord was like, no.
I am shocked that you were thinking that you were going to stay another.
I mean, I was looking at apartments when this happened.
Sure.
I was already looking at where I was going to move. And then this happened. And it was like, okay, this is confirmation. And so I'm going to spend another year. And then by
2026-ish, 2027.
Yeah, end of 2026, I'll be going to California.
I like that.
And then that gives me time because when I go to California for work, I can look at different places and like my coworkers and the team. I can ask people good neighborhoods because I'm just scared about the fires. But my sister put it in good perspective. She was like, well, you know, we grew up in Chicago and, you know, we're at risk of tornadoes and that never scared us. So like the people who live in California who know like the weather and like the fire, like they're just used to it. It's not really like an area of anxiety. When people live in Florida, they're used to hurricane season, things like that. So,
well, a lot of my friends who moved out there too, they made sure where they were going to live was not in proximity of where like those fires are typical.
Yes.
So they did their research, and so
that's what I've been researching.
That's a good thing too.
I just don't like the prices.
Yeah, but you know what? By that point, you're gonna get a double pay increase, and there's gonna be other opportunities that are coming in. So like, it's gonna be just fine. Exactly. And maybe they even help with relocation.
Save a little thing. Yeah,
I think it'll be much different. So you know, God provides, man. I think that's just kind of like what it is, knowing that like opportunities are limitless, and this is just the beginning of all of those blessings.
I'm gonna let him work it out because things can happen every day. So who knows?
And they do happen.
What will
literally every day
happen by 2026? But yeah,
that's exciting.
So that's pretty much it.
Woo! We have moves.
The future's bright. That's my update.
Stars. Yeah, I mean, I feel very similarly. The future is very bright. There's lots of amazing things happening. And lots of moves, I think, on both of our horizons.
Yeah.
And so right now, I'm getting prepared to move to Italy in 30 days. It actually is 30 days from right now.
Gotta get those boxes going.
My hands are sweating actually talking about it. I don't like to move. Action. I'm so tired. I just got back from Nigeria literally 3 days ago. So I think it's just I'm a very like this is getting ridiculous. Like, but in a good way. Very go. But one thing about me right now is probably I just have like the most peace I've ever had. In the spirit of like transition. I know, right?
The most like peace.
I'm not yes, I have anxiety. Okay, we'll wrap this up soon. Yes, I have anxiety, and yes, there are, you know, just things. And I'm like, OMG, what about my apartment? What about my Italian work visa? Like, telling my job. That was another little, it wasn't a big stressor because it actually turned out good. But like, that piece too, telling my clients, packing up my boxes. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to do that starting from next week.
I was going to say, like, ASAP.
Do you know my phone line, my sideline, isn't working right now? On
Did
top of
they?
everything, no, they didn't. It's Sideline is dissolving. Sideline is a HIPAA compliant third party that we use to text and call our clients.
Yeah, so they don't. It's on our phone, but they don't have our phone number.
Exactly. So, if you're a therapist, that would probably be a good thing to do. Use a Google voice number, Sideline, or something like that. Don't ever give out your personal number, guys. Might be, easier. Like, not even might be easier said than done.
Please don't do it.
It might feel like, oh yeah, duh, but do not give out your personal number, okay? No matter how comfortable you feel. So we have that, and it's not working. They are phasing out a lot of customers because I think the company is dissolving. And so right now, my phone number isn't working. So I couldn't even text my clients and tell them I was back. So I'm a little stressed because...
So what you gonna do, send a mass email?
Well, I almost said this lady's name. Someone from work was like, you can get online and you can be able to, contact them via Sideline online. I can't even log in. I keep getting an error message. So at this point, I don't know. And I really want to start telling my clients this week, So I have like 3 weeks to process with them. So that's a little something that's like giving me a little anxiety. But I know I'll figure it out and I'll work it out and it'll be just fine. But it is annoying.
Dang, dissolving? That's crank.
Yeah, so we're probably moving to another platform. And whatever. I'm not going to be there
They
anyway.
might as well just use Zoom.
Yeah,
Zoom,
they should figure out a lot of things, but it's not my business.
Out of my business.
It's not my business anymore.
Out of my business.
So yeah, guys, I officially put in my 1 month notice to my job that I've been in for 2.5 years. I gave them a whole 1 month notice, child. But you know what? I got also like validation I didn't expect from the CEO. She was really proud of me and she affirmed me, which I don't know. It's not that I crave that, but we're also humans. So I think being able to get that in the space that I'm in where Ken just pointed out to me that I'm receiving a lot of affirmation and validation right now. And I think just if you know me personally, you know that like for the last 6 years, I've probably been in like a grind mode, like always trying to like
it's a long time.
Make something. I know, right? But always trying to make something happen, do something. And maybe even my 6 years is just what I know career-wise, I'll say that. But personally, I mean, longer than that, right? So in this season, even therapy, I've been in therapy for probably 6 years now too, on top of like, 6 years and then grad school and then seeing clients and then starting my career, starting organizations, stopping organizations, like all different types of stuff. And now in this season where it's like, okay, well, guys, I'm officially out of any capacity. I've reached my gap of things and I got this really amazing opportunity to move to Italy to work. And I'm taking it, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm taking it and that's validation in itself to kind of see like all of the work I've done and to know that like, I'm going to be able to be in a place that values work-life balance, wellness, rest. Like I'm even thinking about how even this weekend, I told myself I was going to rest, but I ended up doing a lot of other things to like help people and support people, but I also am super tired. I've been jet lagged, And I was literally thinking yesterday that like, you know what? Everything's fine because I'm operating at a place of just peace right now. Peace in my relationships, peace in my friendships, peace in work. Like I know that like the direction I'm going is going to be really good and is going to set me up for like the rest of my life. Honestly, I'm taking a once in a lifetime opportunity just like you, And
once in a lifetime.
Literally, and we weren't afraid to take the call. You know what I mean? So I think it feels really good.
Bring it on, Lord. Thank you.
Thank you, God, because what are these very niche ass opportunities that have been carved
the Lord
out.
will bring it together like clay.
Yeah.
You gotta trust the process because it might not make sense in the beginning, and then it's a beautiful sculpture.
Nothing has made sense. Literally, nothing has made sense.
And that's fine.
And
I'd be like, but see, I'm more Delulu. You like a little more plan and structure.
I do like a little bit more plan.
But you've been, you've grown in that area.
I have, haven't I?
You're like, I'm gonna have to. Well, you like, I really ain't got no choice.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else is working, was it?
Let's try something new and get a different result.
I'm like literally, I think that's where the pieces come from. Not that I can't plan in some ways, right? Like, I mean,
yeah,
but not to the point of control, to the point of just like prepare, like, and release. Prep. And it's been really
preparing,
nice to like allow myself to move in that way and to receive. And yeah, I'm experiencing a whole different type of peace that comes with that now. And so, I mean, thank you too for kind of like showing me a little bit more of how to do that. I think we've balanced each other out in some ways because even guys, let's say, prepare, right, for me to leave the country. We are batch making podcast episodes right now and recording every single weekend.
Every week.
But we're kind of about to be
Just
eating them.
for you. Yeah,
So watch
season
our
2 is
content.
really good. It's like polished. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like excited for it to come out because it's already a different level.
It's a different level, and I think that just came with the prepare. Let's not say planning, but I think that's our balance now, right? Like, we've been having flow, we've been preparing, and also things are just like coming together confidently. And I'm very excited for what we have in store for ourselves individually together, and just where life takes us. Platforms are busting. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm about to be doing up there in Italy. But
Girl, you about to get all the health and wellness things right at your fingertips for an affordable price.
Even when I was in
High
Nigeria, like, I was like, oh my God, the quality of life is so...
stunning.
Like, I came back with a little bit of a glow, guys, but I already started feeling myself get stressed out and have, like, little breakouts just by being here again. It's just so different when you're in a different environment. Like, literally.
It ain't right over here.
It's just not feeling so
it's
good.
getting even more wrong.
You see how Cantress is like, I gotta go to California, at least where people give a damn. Like,
Girl,
gotta get up out
I
of
don't
here.
even know if they do. I just know I'm going to be closer to opportunity and my husband because I really feel like my husband is in California.
I think so too. I mean, our husbands are not.
It's been
obviously
revealed to me, and the Lord has actually been preparing me to be a wife. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm not going to go into detail because it's not for y'all to know. I just know what's happening, and I'll just see you guys at the altar.
Going to the chop,
But you're gonna get married. Yeah.
Me too. So,
Do you want to?
season? No, leave me alone. And just I think something that was happening. I'm realizing I had to go on that trip to even like put into practice everything that I've been learning about relationships and myself with another person. And
I was thinking that while you were there. I said, this is the action piece. I said that to my sister.
Oh, yeah. Cantress is really good at knowing what I might be experiencing before I even place the words. Because that's something about me. I just be going, low-key, I just be going sometimes. And so it was really nice to kind of check in with myself periodically during the trip to make sure this is also what I want. And I think that's valid. You know what I mean? Even though it's what you want. But like, just to check in and just be like, okay, you're here. How do you feel? And I felt good. I felt peaceful. I felt happy. I felt loved. And it was just a really awesome time for me to like build my own confidence too, just with myself. I was meeting a lot of people and, having to just be Cindy, right? Not put on any type of hat or anything, just be myself. I didn't really tell a lot of people that I went. I didn't really tell a lot of family. I just did my own thing. And I think that's even the season I'm in right now of just like trusting my own judgment.
Yeah.
And doing my own thing. I'm one of those people when I was younger who used to like ask a lot of people's opinions about what I was doing, where I was going, the things I was doing, like, journeys. Like, what do you think about this? What do you think? And that was coming from my own anxiety and lack of confidence in myself and trusting in my own intuition. And this was a very big, like, just monument to knowing that, like, oh, you've grown a lot. So God's timing is completely right. There are so many things leading up that made this timing, like, right for me. And so, I'm grateful. I'm happy. I'm about to move to Italy. Cantress is going to be preparing for her. She's already in it. There's so many amazing things happening. And so, I don't know, guys, this has been a really amazing time. And also, we're about to come up on 1 year of doing our podcast, too. It is in April.
My mind, I feel like it already happened.
It's coming up.
Because I go based off the photo shoot.
Yes. And the photo shoot, I just saw the pictures were in March. And I just saw it came up the other day. And I was like, oh, my God. And so, we're right there. Like, and I think that is also amazing as well. Because look at what a year can do.
What a difference a day makes.
I'm so happy we started this.
Little hours.
No, I'm literally so happy we started this because we also have like a whole digital catalog now to like look back at. Minus.
Yeah, but we were talking
episodes.
about that because it's like some of the. Yeah, I'm sad about those. I thought about that last night in bed.
Still wants to call Dropbox. Where are those
ruminating.
episodes?
I can't let it go. I would like there's little breadcrumbs from other episodes that we talk about, and then it's like it is like a little catalog. And
right, little breadcrumb. Well,
crumbs.
Little breadcrumbs where
because it's like we'll mention it and we're in a whole different season and you can even tell. Like it's like a little diary. You can tell the different moods and seasons. It's like very apparent.
We'll
You can see
mention
the light and you can see the darkness.
yes.
And then just like watching it back when you're in a different season, it's like, oh wow.
Right.
Wow.
It's like we were talking about the things we wanted to do and the people we wanted to be before we even knew exactly what that was going to look like.
Yeah.
And I think that's why documenting your life is so important. Like people talk about like journaling, and I know I still need to do that for my trip. This is a reminder to myself. But literally my therapist was talking about like we sometimes will lean into like documenting things when things feel bad. But it's important, because we want to release, but it's important to document the things that happen in your life when you feel good as well, because you want to remember how you felt in that moment when you got the news, or how you felt in that moment when you achieved something huge for yourself. I think it's important to just be timely about some of that, just so you can actually reflect.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I remember after I did my interview, my final interview for the job I'm at now, I made a TikTok and I was like practicing my reaction when I get the job offer because I knew I nailed it and it was Naija. So I like did a TikTok of that, but like documenting those moments and like also like speaking it into existence, because I was like, there's no reason why they wouldn't offer me this position. Like I made for it.
Mm-hmm. It was exactly for you.
Yeah. So yeah, document the good things, not just the bad.
Mm-hmm. And
the highs and the lows.
And don't be afraid to like claim it boldly with faith and just like speak on it. Because I think even for me, right, like I'm a generally anxious person with generalized anxiety disorder. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. But with this new opportunity and even with my relationship, I've had to be very like, no, this is for me. Like I've been prepared for it. Like I was handpicked for it, and things went really well. And there is nothing about this that would disqualify me from these opportunities in these spaces, because I've worked so hard to be here. And also, low key, I stopped having to work so hard because it was already for me. Like I think I shifted from just like the hustle and bustle of everything and allowed myself to like rest in it, and that's felt amazing too. So I know I need to do a little bit more documentation, but I also think this is a moment of that, and so yeah, I'm proud of us and excited.
I love it.
Yeah. And so what's about to happen next, guys, is we're about to have Cantress's mom come in, Mama Super.
Woo!
And we're so excited to get to film with her. And then my mom is coming in like 2 weeks too. So it's nice to have these like full circle moments and bringing them into our space.
Yeah.
And letting them see like the world that we are creating as well.
From the other side. The other side.
Healing in a whole different type of way. But I guess
this is going to be cute documentation to have too.
It is a little digital,
especially
analog,
with us
and
both
diary.
about to leave. It's always good. We can show our children.
I know. I'm really excited about this. I am excited about this. Like, I think we're doing really good. I'm proud of us. I am.
It feels right.
It feels very right.
Why we crazy?
Because I'll start crying right now.
Cry. Where's tissue?
We don't even have any in here. We probably should.
We probably will need it.
We're gonna
for
need
this
some
next
tissues.
segment, or the segment before the.
True. Very true.
Not for me.
Yeah.
For you.
You're actually sick in the head. She's actually so sick because it's true.
I told you, Cindy be congested. So when there's a little opening, we'll consider it like a little, what's it called? Vicks Vapor Rub. There's a, and then it's going to be an outpouring.
I cry.
I think there's a cry that's like,
no, there is, because
you.
I literally cried my entire time on the plane coming back.
Yeah.
But it was like in and out. And I don't know. I've just been like I said, I've been on go. There's been a lot going on. I'm doing a lot for this job. And also just like seasons
so many
ending.
steps.
So many steps. Government clearance, guys. I'm not even sure how much I could talk about. I'm
Right.
sure I have to sign an NDA soon. There's just a lot that's going on. I've been eating it, boom, boom, left and right. But, life. But yeah, I'm sure Cantress's parents are right around the corner. But with that being said, guys, parents are people too. And we're really excited to bring them into a space where they can be authentic and we create space for them to be authentic.
Yeah.
I think I was trying to think the other day, like, when's the first time I realized my mom was just a human being with her own experiences and life and stories rather than like this superhuman person. And I was probably like 12, 11 years old when I first realized that, hey, I had the consciousness of understanding that like my mom isn't a perfect person. Neither is my dad. And they're the people that were picked for me, but they also have had their own experiences and struggles. And it allowed me to kind of like bring a little bit more human, I guess, just humanize them and the experiences I was going through. It doesn't mean that like you forgive everything. I mean, forgiveness is important, but I don't know. It just gave me a different perspective on how to engage with them and also recognize like what they understand, what they don't, and just how things go. So I think it's exciting for me to like, I don't know, she encouraged me, honestly, when you wanted to bring your mom in. I
thought, because I was like, I remember I had talked about bringing in family of friends, and he was like, I don't know if I'm really there. So I am happy, like,
Ooh, that foot is
you
asleep.
did have that, especially with you about to leave. I do think it'd be very beneficial. But to kind of like piggyback off what Cindy was saying about like realizing when your parents are people, I feel like there was like a distinct, I don't even know if it was distinct. There was like examples, but it didn't click for me till like my late 20s. But I was just talking about this in therapy. Like I've operated in a space of like, there's an argument of like intention versus outcome. And I know my parents' intent has always been the best for me, even if like the outcome, questionable, you know, like, you know, they tried their best because there is not a manual on being a parent and you're literally learning along
Sorry,
the way.
my foot is asleep. This is actually ridiculous.
Kick it.
They
They
say you have to move it. This is the 30s, guys. Okay.
Girl. Any age.
Anyways.
And so like I think that's what's really brought me peace. Just separating that intention versus outcome because my parents' intention has always been the best. And also I understand there's a huge generational gap. And so like the emotional aspect and things like that was not prioritized. My parents were born in the 50s. And so it's like there was still segregation. Like, hello,
that's a whole different like,
time.
Yeah.
They, you know, people barely had rights. Do you think they were talking about their emotional capacity? Like,
yeah, with the time.
Please. And so, like, they're learning every day, and I'm very proud of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I was just talking to my sister about that. Like that, I've found a lot of peace and grace in that. And I think like the wheels are turning every day, and I'm proud of them for, you know, growing even at their age. So
and being open to doing that.
Hello.
I do love what you said. Just kind of like looking at the intention, right? Because there's so much, especially having like African parents, that happens and that's said. And I'm a sensitive girly, but I also realize like it's the intention, right? Like of just how my parents care for me, what they want for me. It's ultimately success.
Yeah.
And so
and better than what they had.
exactly.
You know?
And they've done a lot, I think, to just get me here, for me to even have the opportunity to be creative and to kind of like do things in my own way. Like, I don't know, this is all, it's healing. And yeah, I am happy that I think, even though I at first wasn't like 100% comfortable, I was like, I'm not really sure. It was nice that something came around that like kind of pushed me to be like, you know what, let me kind of extend this to my mom too. And so it's exciting. It's nice. And I think that's a whole level of healing and something to look forward to because life and just like the transitions. I will say for me, my parents are a little younger. I feel like I grew up with my mom. Like I always say that. Like we look at each other and like I saw you, ma'am. My mom had me at 22. And so I saw my mom go through her 30s, which is so weird to me, low key, to think about that. Like
that is crazy.
Yeah. As I look at it now, like literally, she was still in her early 20s when she had me, like navigating that pretty much by herself, like some with a partner, some without, you know? And then kind of just looking at all she's had to sacrifice and then like realizing like, hey, I would be having a hard as hell time too if that was me, you know? And so, yeah, that does come with a little different level of grace and understanding now, and just recognizing like her story is far from over. And also her story is so complex because of the experiences that she had. Like, if it was me, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that. Like, I am more anxious, you know, which is passed down, but I can see why. So, yeah, parents.
Girl, yes, we inherit that nervous system, baby.
Yeah, and it was completely dysregulated, and I can understand.
Hello?
From immigration to relationship dynamics to being a parent, like there are so many things that, and then from you talking about like segregation and your parents literally being in it, like how can they regulate their nervous system when they're just kind of trying to see like.
It was normalized to be in like that state, and you know, it wasn't talked about. I really don't think mental health was talked about, especially for Black people.
Exactly.
I would say the 2000s.
Well, yeah, barely the 2000s. I mean, even still now, barely. Like, even still now, do you know, like,
Hello?
It's getting much better, and I'm so grateful. But then there's also the piece of like, okay, guys, are these buzzwords, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, now we've talked about mental health too much. Like, I think everything goes through phases.
Yeah.
But like, I think I'm appreciative too of just the way we talk about it. Like, the normalization of it versus like the textbook definition all the time, because that's not always real life. Like, it needs to be a little bit more relatable because like we all deal with our things differently. And I think you do a very good job of talking to your parents about it in a way that they can understand.
Yeah.
And
in
in
people where they are.
Exactly. And that's the point. That's what it is when you're able to prioritize your mental health and show people how to do that. You meet them where they are and you help them to understand what it means for them. I try to do that with my parents, and I don't try to make it seem like I know anything more than them, because at the end of the day, they're the experts in their lives. I'm not your therapist, but I am your daughter.
Yes,
you
creating
know?
that separation. We can't spark the change. Well, we can help, but like at the end of the day, like they have to be the agents of change in their life, and we can't put on that therapist hat, even though we might not even be trying to.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can see the solution. It's so clear, but like they have to have that vision.
And we have to know when to act on it and when to not. Like, you know,
Ooh, girl.
we can literally drop a little gem, but it's not our job to go in and like do the work for them.
Yeah.
And I think that goes back to our parents being people too. You know, they have to be the ones to decide that for themselves. I will say, like, through me becoming a therapist, talking about it all these years, starting this podcast, I have a lot of aunts who are watching my podcast, which I think is so cool. And it's a seed. Hi, aunties. Hi, uncles. Like, I think, hi, guys. You know,
Hi, family.
I think it's cool because we talk about these topics and it gets people talking about topics like intergenerationally, which I love. And then also, my mom has talked about like potentially being open to going to therapy. She's hinting, you know.
You can learn through your children, baby.
But I would love, you know, to try to get her signed up before I go and like, you know, see if she would actually be able to go, because there are some little things she'd be dropping. I'd be like, excuse me? Like, and then she just shuts down, you know? And I think it goes back to that like cultural dynamic, like, we don't talk about our problems and it's already passed. And I'm like, just because it's passed doesn't mean the hurt isn't there. I see it. I literally just saw the glimpse.
Some people don't even like identifying with like having negative emotions or like struggle,
because it means you're weak, you know, in some ways,
or you don't have enough faith and things like that, or you're not being grateful and things like that. And it's like the Lord created all these emotions, baby. Experience them.
Yeah, so like let's open up and let's, you know, seek
and I don't
our
say
support.
nothing about you. It means you're a human.
And you're a person too.
You don't have to put on a cape
At all. Yeah. So it's a beautiful season, I think. Dropping seeds, watching the world bloom, and knowing that we're also creating new for ourselves and stepping into it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Woo!
Okay, I'm curious. I'm like, shoot.
My parents are downstairs.
We're here, so we're gonna go get our parents now.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Stay tuned
For watching, and we will see you soon in our next episode.
Bye.